Hello, welcome to Apocalypse Otaku. I'm your host Shar, and I'm here to give you your anime voice actor birthdays, your Adult Swim schedule, and I have some kind of Spider-Man theory about Toby and Andrew. Hmm? Anyway, the anime voice actor birthdays, there are none today, so we're gonna go right on into the Spider-Man news. Um, this is on the direct, and the name of the article is Spider-Man Theory Explains Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield's absence in No Way Home trailer. Spider-Man No Way Home is not only the final MCU film of the year, but it happens to have been the most anticipated Marvel project since Avengers Endgame. There's no further proof of this than the movie's first teaser going on to beat the records by the Russo brothers directed Avengers Endgame. An insane feat. Well, now fans finally have another trailer for the upcoming event film. One that has blown the minds of viewers across the world. Everyone was treated to shots of Spidey in Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Lizard, and Sandman, among other things. As awesome as the trailer was, there was one big question on everyone's mind when the video ended. Where in the world was Andrew Garfield and Toby Maguire? Well, there are a few reasons why they might have not made the cut. If the strange marketing has shown anything, it's that both Sony and Marvel Studios have quite the stubborn marketing plan for Spider-Man No Way Home. Somehow, the film only got its first poster a few weeks ago. Not to mention, its final trailer was released far later than normal. The reason behind it all? The insane amount of secrets that the film has to keep. One of the biggest, if rumors are to be believed, is the appearance of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. The exact thing that fans want to see. It also seems to be the number one thing that Marvel Studios and Sony want to keep a secret. Despite having been reported on by trades and all the various leaks, the two former Spider-Men don't ring any bells for the two studios. Most of the talk surrounding Spider-Man No Way Home always includes the name Garfield and Maguire at some point. Poor Andrew Garfield can't get a break from it all. He's been asked about all the rumors and speculations dozens and dozens of times, and his answers are all over the place. There's another relatively simple reason why neither of the Spider-Men made it into the trailer. Sony and Marvel wanted to give the floor to the villains. With how big of a moment Alfred Molina's reveal was for the first teaser, they likely felt safe doing that, but multiple times over. After all, seeing Willem Dafoe's Norman Osborn for the first time after so long is an indescribable feeling. In fact, Norman had several hero shots. One of him on a glider with a hooded look. And then a complete reveal of his classic costume. Even Electro got his moment with his classic lightning bolt head making an appearance. Then the trailer gave the world the money shot. Tom Holland going up against three massive villains. It's truly a miracle that it's a real thing. The entire narrative of this new trailer focused on the villains bleeding into the prime MCU universe, with Doctor Strange warning everyone how big of a deal it is. It's a strong structure, and while everyone has wanted to see those other Spider-Men, the same desire goes towards witnessing all of these villains take the screen once more. It has been previously rumored that there have been disagreements behind the scenes when it comes to how to market the film. This isn't surprising in the slightest, seeing how unconventional the marketing has been to this point. Whispers were that Sony wanted both Andrew and Toby in the newest trailer. They wanted them in that big explosive shot that would drive excitement through the roof. However, Marvel Studios supposedly didn't want that. This is likely why the trailer got the world. This is likely why the trailer the world got has villain based, including building excitement off of that nostalgia instead of the previous Spider-Man. It'll certainly multiply the excitement levels for the movie, but it's hard not to wonder what it would feel like having Garfield and Maguire in some of those big money shots. Say that both Sony and Marvel Studios actually wanted to show Andrew Garfield and Toby Maguire in the same trailer, but they still couldn't. Why? Well, what if their involvement in the plot is intrinsically tied to considerable spoilers in the film? Say a status quo shift or massive set piece that would be unwise to unveil. As cool as it would be to get a glimpse of those former Spider-Men in their costumes, seeing a bunch of story contexts that shouldn't be there would make it all a lot less satisfying. This one's hard to believe, however, since there are a lot of ways around this. First, it's easy to show off third act footage when the context is stripped away. Audiences won't know exactly what's going on, minimizing spoilers. Marvel Studios is also known for ending out spoilery aspects or surprise characters from big trailer shots. So don't be surprised if this ends up being the case of some point for Spider-Man Far From Home. In fact, a perfect example would be the shot of Sandman, Lizard, and Electro lunging for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Seems like they could have easily scrubbed two other Spider-Man out of the wide shot, looking at Lizard in motion. It seems pretty likely that he's aiming for someone else. Another possibility is that the two of them are simply no more than cameos. There is a chance that they don't end up factoring into the plot at all and appear in only a few minutes. Say in a hypothetical situation when Tom Holland's Peter Parker goes to return Alfred Molina's Doc Ock to his original universe. He ends up running into Toby Maguire. The same could happen with Andrew Garfield when one of those villains gets placed back into their timeline. This could also explain the early rumors of Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone making brief appearances in the film. It's hard to see how either of those characters would have played a big role in the proceedings. But if it was just for a moment in each universe when it would all make perfect sense. then there's no option no one wants to consider. Neither of them are actually in it. Somehow, all of that extremely long evidence and highly convincing leaks were all a ruse. Fans have been duped. It just seems very unlikely at this point that this could be an option. Also, with the inclusion of the previous villains from every other Spider-Man installment, it would be insane. It would be an insane waste to not have their respective Spider-Man make at least an appearance. Marvel Studios has been doing this for a long time. It's so hard to believe that someone like MCU boss Kevin Feige would ever pull together all of these threads and not include Andrew Garfield and Maguire in the mix. The only feasible reason why this could be the case is if one or both of the two former web slingers simply never agreed to sign on to the film. Though again, even that seems implausible. After all, they got this big group of former villains to sign up. The one would think their prioritization would be behind successfully getting the two Spider-Men back first. Given the rumors of the former Spider-Man returning of Spider-Man No Way Home, the final trailer has come and gone even without a glimpse of them. At least fans have a few subtle nods towards their existence, but is it enough? With all the focus on the returning villains, there was still plenty of excitement on the ground. Sure, seeing those other two spandex heroes could have increased hype even more, but it's insane that what fans do have. What? But it's insane that what fans do have is real. It's insane what fans will do in real life in the first place. The truth of the matter is that now, with this final trailer out in the world, fans won't know if either Garfield or Maguire, or both, is truly in the film until it drops on December 17th. So, for now, the potentially worst kept secret in Hollywood remains just that, a secret. Oh, sorry for the incredibly long story. But what do you think? Do you think Toby and Andrew are going to be in the film, or do you think it's just you think you've just been duped and it's just going to be Tom Holland? I mean, we all know all the some of the former villains are going to be in it, but do you think Toby and Andrew are going to be in the film? Just leave your comment in the section below, or or leave me a comment on Apocalypse Otaku 1 on Twitter. So now we're gonna jump right over to Adult Swim for Friday, November the 26th. Starting at 9 o'clock, you have King of the Hill. 10 o'clock, Bob's Burgers. 11 o'clock, you have Blackout 2022. And at 11:15, you have Blade Runner 2049. At 3 a.m., you have Blade Runner from 3 to 4:30. And then at 4:30, you have King of the Hill. And to round out your evening, if you're still awake, it's going to be Bob's Burgers. So essentially, Friday night is going to be Blade Runner night. So if you haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, there's your chance. It's going to be on Adult Swim. So, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and do that now. Hit that subscription button, ring that bell, so you get notified when we drop a new video for you to watch. And also give us a thumbs up if you like what we're talking about. I know this article was very long-winded, and I apologize about that. But tell people who like anime or the MCU or both, look us up and we will give them a good show. And on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow for the Toonami show. Have a good night.